Okay, one last thing we're going to do here. We're going to make this a little prettier, and instead of having to have this ugly number right here, we're going to have a little life meter going on. So this life meter is kind of not as complicated as you think. When you take a look at it, it's really a sprite. So normally you think of the sprite as being the witch or the bat or whatever, but the life meter is going to be a sprite. It has four costumes. Sweet. So if we can just change the way it looks at the appropriate time, then we can make it awesome. Now, and it has right now has one thing in its brain that says switch to this costume where it's full when the game starts. Now, the only thing is the witch is the thing that understands when it has been hit, when it's losing lives, right? It does all the hit detection, it does the changing of the lives. So what we're going to have to do is we need the witch to communicate to the life meter that something has happened. So to do that, we're going to have to do your little broadcast. So we're already using a game over message. We're going to have to do another broadcast so that they could kind of communicate back and forth. So here's what I would say. Go to your events with me, and you want to broadcast. Now this is going to be weird. Anytime you lose that life, you want to broadcast, but you do not want to broadcast game over. You want to broadcast some new message. So make sure you're with me. Use that drop down and make new message. Let's call this lost life. You could call it whatever, but let's call it lost life. So when the lives change, the secret message goes out called lost life. The bats don't care about that, but the hearts do. So now once the witch has broadcasted that, let's switch over to the heart. Let's go over into your events and let's say when I receive lost life. So when the hearts hear that, all they need to do is change their look, and they just need to go to their next costume, right? And so it should just be whatever costume's coming up next will be the appropriate one, because it'll just move on through here. Now, let's see what that looks like. Let's play this game. Make sure you rewind or pause me to catch up if you need to. Oop, look how beautiful that is. Now I've got my life meter is down to 2 lives. I've got, and look, this visual matches the actual number. So I kind of am showing it in 2 different ways. I'm down to 1 life, and then I'm down to 0 lives, and the game is over. That is so beautiful. When I hit start, it has the code to send it back to that, and so it's really a creative way to show this visually, and you love it, and it's beautiful. Now, so we're kind of cheating. We're using this to count the lives, and then we're kind of rigging it up so this changes the way it looks at the right time to kind of match that. But there's really no reason to have both those things. So let's do this. Just to make it one step prettier, to make it one little level more awesome, let's say I'm going to go into the witch's brain. I'm going to go to data again, and you have this option to hide that variable. I'm going to hide it. So this thing right here should go away. When I start, that hides the variable, and I don't need to see the variable anymore because I've got it debugged. I know it works, and I've got it displayed with my heart meter up there, which is amazing. Look at that game. Gorgeous. Now, that's beautiful. You're ready to turn that in. You can hit that share button. Make sure you hit that share button, and then you can copy your URL from there and paste it over into Scratch. If you want to get kind of crazy, make it your own. Get in there and play around. See if you can change how the bats operate a little bit. Can you make it harder? Can you make it easier? Play around, add some sounds if you feel like it, but you're ready to share, copy that URL, paste it, and turn it in.